What's up, YouTube? Convicted marketer Alonso Ponce here, back at you with another crypto video. All right, in this episode of All in Crypto, we're going to be taking a deep dive into the Terra Blockchain Ecosystem. It's a fairly new blockchain. It's been about 1 year since their mainnet launch, and they have a lot of developments underway, a lot of new dapps down in the pipeline, and I think it's very appropriate to kind of make this video so you guys can learn about the Terra ecosystem before it actually blasts off into space. Two quick things before I get into the actual content. Number one is, please note that I'm not a financial advisor by any means whatsoever. In fact, my videos are purely for entertainment and informational purposes only. You should take my videos, use them as a stepping stone before deciding to invest or get involved in a project. And number two is that if you enjoy crypto content and you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, okay? Be sure to turn on notifications, and that way when I post videos 3 to 4 times per week, you'll go ahead and be one of the first ones to be notified and be able to watch the content. Also, if you want to be involved more in the crypto community, I've started up a Telegram channel and I started up a Facebook group. The links will be down in the description if you want to go ahead and be a part of those. And with that said and done, guys, let's go ahead and jump right in. Alrighty, so we are on the Terra Blockchain website, and I want to kind of give you guys a high overview of what's going on in the ecosystem right now, and then we're going to dive in individually into some dapps so you can see how they work and get a better idea, and then we'll talk a little bit more about the future and a little bit of speculation of some stuff that I've been kind of researching. To kind of guys give you a better analogy of what the Terra blockchain is, you guys know Ethereum, you guys know Cardano, you guys know BSC, and all these other blockchains. So you can just kind of think of Terra as another part of the crypto ecosystem developing their own blockchain, okay? They're actually using the Tendermint and Cosmos SDK, and it's a proof of stake blockchain. So they have about 100 different validators that validate in the network, and they earn transaction fees. Okay. Currently, they have 3 main dapps that are kind of supporting the ecosystem right now. One of them being Mirror, which is a synthetic protocol. They allow you to trade real world assets in a decentralized manner. We'll dive deeper into this later on in the video. Number 2 is Anchor, which is a savings protocol. They are currently, you can deposit your UST, which is their stable coin, and you can earn a 17 to 20% stable yearly interest on those deposits. And number 3 is the Chai payment system. The Chai payment system is based out of South Korea. There's about 15 standalone apps that use Chai as a payment processor, and Chai uses the Terra blockchain to validate these transactions and pay out the merchants. Very interesting there, which we'll dive a little bit more deeper into that. The Terra blockchain was first developed by Terraform Labs by Daniel Shin and Kwon. They're very active in the community. Well, I'd say Kwon for sure is. He's active in Twitter. He's active in the Telegram groups. He's active in the forums. He's constantly doing podcasts, and he's just someone that I feel that the Terra community really looks up to and are following, including myself. So some of the investors, we'll get into some of the investors over here on this tab. At the time that the snapshot was taken, there's 28 major investors, I guess you can say. Some of the more predominant ones you may know of are like Binance Labs, Arlington XRP Capital, Galaxy Digital. We have Coinbase, Polychain, Hash, Huboy, Pantera. They have a lot of big players in the block in this part of the ecosystem, so to speak. And I think these partnerships will definitely play out in the future, as we've already seen that Mirror and Anchor have been added to Binance along with Luna. Mirror has also been added to Coinbase. and I feel that a lot of more exchanges will be adding some of these tokens that are launched on the Terra ecosystem in the future. Kind of taking a bird's eye view, even though they're only about 1 year old since launching their mainnet, you can see the Terra ecosystem is growing substantially. And what really kind of drives the Terra blockchain is the stable coins, right? The stable coins are a big driver, and they're going to be a big adaptation on kind of expanding and scaling the Terra blockchain onto other ecosystems. We can see there's some core projects over here, such as Anchor, Mirror, there's Pylon, Chai. And another thing to note is that all of the majority of the future projects that will be launching on Terra will all have some type of airdrops to lunar stakers. But you can see that they're involved in a lot of the protocols, a lot of DeFi protocols where you can stake tokens and yield farm and do loans and all that good stuff. In addition to that, they recently had a hackathon a couple of weeks ago where there were over 100 submissions of different products, and you can see here some of the projects that are going to be coming into play just to go in. So there's three main ones, as I mentioned, and there's literally over 100 in here. You can see this list here. It's constantly growing: Pylon, Nebula, Chai, MemePay, BuzzLink, TerraSwap, Mars Protocol, Angels Protocol, and the list just kind of goes on and on and on and on and on. Keep in mind, these are projects under development, so they haven't launched anything. Some of them have some beta out, some of them are just ideas. So I think that there's definitely going to be a lot of demand for the stable coins, and some of these projects are just going to really be interesting to see how they develop along the way. So as I mentioned, Chai is a payment system. You can kind of, like, to give you an idea, Chai, you can use Chai to go to McDonald's and buy a meal, right? This is like an advertisement of a promotion that they had that someone took a picture of. The users using Chai don't necessarily know that it's on the blockchain, so to speak. It just happens automatically on the back end. People just go ahead and pay, scan the QR code, and kind of keep going. So speculation that has been going around is Busan. It's one of the cities in South Korea that they are going to be a pilot city to start running transactions and using the digital, the KRW over there. There hasn't been confirmation yet, but there has been a spike in users and a spike in payments, a spike in transactions, a spike in volume, right? There's been a spike overall, as we can see here. That's been happening even in, the market that we're having now. So you can see it there. The users have been growing substantially month after month. And what's unique about the stable coins is that the stable coins are algorithmic, so they balance off of Luna, which is the native currency of the Terra blockchain. So if we come here, we can see this is Luna. This is their native currency. So in order for stable coins, which is one of them is the UST, to be minted, Luna has to be burned. So the more stable coins that are being used on the network, the more Luna that's burning. So it's a less supply. And if the demand keeps on rising, obviously the price is going to rise according to that. So currently there's a handful of stable coins that have already been launched on the Terra blockchain, right? There's USD, the KRW, the CNY, which is in China, the GBP, and then they even have the SDR. So there's going to be a lot more that are being developed along the way, and there's going to be a lot of apps and dapps that are going to be developed, right? The majority of the dapps that are being developed now are using some form of these protocols that are already launched. So you can use the Anchor protocol, and it's literally, you can implement it into your dApp with 7 codes of a line, 7 lines of code or less, and you can be you can essentially use this as the back end and have maybe a cash app on the front end, right? And have your users generate yield. Which kind of brings me to a next point here. If you guys remember earlier, I showed you guys some of the investors. Now, one of the investors, if we look down here, is Galaxy Digital. Okay, Galaxy Digital, they have a good catalog of projects they have invested in. One of them, particular, being one with Kevin O'Leary. Okay, and if you guys seen this podcast the other day, Kevin O'Leary was talking to Pomp. And Kevin O'Leary, if you haven't seen it, he's super bullish on the DeFi space. In fact, so that he started a new company called DeFi Ventures. And DeFi Ventures, he's offering his clients a way for them to deposit their cryptocurrency with his firm, and he guarantees them a 4 to 8% yield. Okay, it hasn't really fully launched yet. It's in beta. But if we scroll all the way down here, you can see some of the investors that are part of the DeFi Ventures. And if you can see, one of them here is Galaxy Digital. Okay, you can see down here, Galaxy Digital is one of them. So just putting speculation, this is just definitely speculation. I always think that the person investing wants to bridge the companies that they've been invested in because they're vested in that project. So looking back here at the Galaxy Digital here, and we have Galaxy Digital over here, where Galaxy Digital, Coinbase, they put $25 million on stable. So they have a vested interest in this. I'm not saying that DeFi Ventures is going to use Terra or use Anchor as the back end, but there is speculation, and why wouldn't they if the opportunity is there? Now, I want to dive into one of the protocols a little bit deeper, which is the Mirror Protocol. Mirror Protocol is a very unique protocol because it allows you to trade stocks and bonds and ETFs and really kind of any real world asset that gets proposed into the protocol, and you can trade it. So we scroll down here. Currently on Mirror, there's synthetic assets of Ether, of Bitcoin, of Alibaba, of Twitter, of Apple. So you can buy these shares on the Mirror Protocol and trade them, right? There's no KYC, there's no centralized entity kind of overseeing all of this, and you can get exposure to stocks, whereas in certain countries you don't even have the option to buy American stocks, or you have to go through a rigorous KYC process, or even taxes, where they can be taxing 40, 50, even 60%. So you can buy fractional shares as well. With the majority of brokers, if you don't have $600 to buy one Tesla stock, you can't do that. If you have $30 here, you can buy $30 worth of Tesla stock. Another thing that they have here, they offer staking, so you can provide liquidity to the pools, and you can earn some pretty nice APRs. You can see if you provide liquidity here, you earn 93%, 97%, 78, 65, 62, so on and so forth. There's also the Mirror token has utility for governance. So you can see that down here, you can propose different assets to be whitelisted and to be a part of the Mirror protocol, which uses the band protocol for their Oracle feeders. The other main protocol that they've been launching here is the Anchor protocol, which is a savings protocol that allows you to earn, today it's earning around 17.94% APY. You can deposit your UST, which is their stable coin, and you can just earn some passive income. They also have something called Borrow, which allows you to provide collateral to the blockchain, and you're able to borrow UST. So you can provide, at this point, you can provide only Luna. Version 2 will be launching here very shortly, which will allow you to add different assets as collateral and take out loans. Okay, so this here is one of the newer ones as well. And then, as I mentioned, they also have Chai. Now, with all of these, excuse me, with all of these projects being developed on Terra, is why I'm super bullish, because there's only two protocols that are generating the majority of the volume, the majority of all the transactions are going to them. Once these projects start listing and start becoming live, I think it's going to be game over. Literally, it's going to be game over, because it's just inevitable that these projects are going to start using the stable coins. They're going to start implementing their own tokens into the Terra ecosystem, and it's literally just, you guys are going to see, it's just going to really raise up in an exponential way. Of course, this is my own opinion. Another cool thing here that they have is the Terra Bridge. So they allow you to bridge over to Ethereum or BSC chain already, with different assets that are also mirrored on those different blockchains. So I think that is great, because it's opening up different avenues. Also, they will the IBC will be allow Terra to be inoperable. So what does that mean? They're going to be able to operate in the Cosmos ecosystem, and there's already been confirmation that the Cosmos system ecosystem is going to be using some of the Terra stable coins in their ecosystem as well, which essentially is going to drive up demand of the stable coin, which is going to cause more Luna to be burned, which is going to cause the supply to go down. And if the demand continues to stay the same or go up, obviously the price will go up. Okay. And yeah, so that's pretty much a high overview. I do have other videos on my YouTube channel showing you how to use the Anchor protocol, how to use the Mirror protocol. You can check out my YouTube channel to see those there. If you guys can do me a huge favor and give this video a thumbs up, it really helps out the channel, lets a lot more people see the video. And if you haven't already, I do invite you to take a deeper dive into the Terra ecosystem, because in my opinion, I think it's just going to continuously rise as the stable coins demand continues to go up. My name is Lawrence Aponte, convicted marketer, signing off. Peace.